If you're in the trade and you run your own business, then you're probably doing it for one of three reasons: either more money, more time, or more control over your life. And the reality is that for most trades businesses, they don't run their business runs them. They end up doing 70, 80 hours a week and earning at the end of the year the exact same amount of money as if they just worked a normal 9 to 5 job. About 18 months ago, we were running a training session here for some new registered installers, and at the end of that training session, I asked the installers a very simple question, but it was, what is the biggest pain point for you running your own business? And the whole room just lit up. The amount of variation of questions I got was immense, from customers not paying on time, not having enough leads, not converting enough of those leads, the competition undercutting them, it was not making enough profit at the end of the year. All of these pain points, which aren't just specific to trades, that they're sort of universal. But fundamentally, what it boiled down to was that if those installers had more leads and they converted more of those leads, they'd have more customers to choose from on a weekly, monthly basis. And obviously, if you've got choice, you're going to choose the most profitable customers. So effectively, what we all agreed was that if they had more conversions and they had more leads that they could convert, they would ultimately have more choice and more profit. They could effectively be the masters of their own destiny. Leads and conversions is what I spend my entire life thinking about as I've now fallen into the sales and marketing director position at Discrete Heat. And we're addressing all of the same problems that most of the trades are. We are speaking to the same type of customers, be it B2B or B2C. And so I started to formalize that into a newsletter, and I changed our installer newsletter. So there's about 2,800 companies on that newsletter at the moment. And it went from being very thermoscope orientated, talking about product, and it moved to more of a tool based newsletter, effectively giving our installers tips, advice, tricks, basically ways that they can grow their business through improved sales and marketing. And it's not super corporate waffle. It's very straightforward, down to earth. And we formalized that into a newsletter, which the response has been amazing. The replies I've been getting from installers. And about 3 months ago, 3 or 6 months ago, one of our registered installers suggested to me, you should take these newsletters and turn them into videos that are more digestible for everyday people, but also appeal to a wider trade audience. Because at the moment, we primarily focus on builders, plumbers, and renewable installers. But these lessons kind of apply to any business in the trade. And the other thing I discovered was that this industry is full of, you know, guru bullshitters with turkey teeth and Range Rovers promising that they're going to build a 7, 8, 9 figure business for you. And the reality is that if you do run a 7 figure business, which is a million plus in normal person language, if you run a business that's a million plus, it's a very, very different job to being a plumber. I should know. This is now a 2.5, £3 million a year business, and I do not use my handy skills on a daily basis at all. My job has completely changed. Um, Fortunately for me, I actually enjoy it. But for most people, what they want to do is they want to be bloody good at what they do, and they want to make decent money out of it at the end of the year. So the purpose of this video is effectively to introduce the channel to a wider audience. There's 2,500 subscribers to the newsletter. If you wanted, a weekly tool to use, if you wanted a bit of weekly advice, a nugget of golden experience, you can subscribe to the newsletter in the description. Obviously, you can subscribe to the channel, but I'm basically going to take the lessons from our Beyond the Tools letter and put them out here as consistently as I can. Now, I'm going to aim for once a week. I can't guarantee that that's going to happen, because at the end of the day, I have got a business to run, and I have got our own Discrete Heat channel to run. But whenever I take these lessons, I'm going to sit down here at my desk, I'm going to turn the camera on, and I'm basically just going to hand over what I've got, what I'm going to be delivering to our installers. So it doesn't matter whether you are a landscape gardener, a painter, decorator, builder, bricklayer. If you are in the trade and you want some simple, accessible sales and marketing advice, then you're in the right place. I have not seen any other channels that are providing that value, because if there was one, I would have just directed you there. And so, yeah, subscribe if you want it when it comes through. We'll kick off with some website ideas, because one of the things that came up time and time again with our registered installers was that they have a website, but it's not working for them. And when I've looked through some of their websites, I can tell why. So if you want 5 simple ways to improve your website for leads and conversions, then you can do that by watching this video right here.